Hi, this is Chuck Oliver. Welcome to this week's Hidden Wealth Solution Review. Well, I want to talk to you about the importance of protecting your serious retirement savings from socialism. Two new taxes just revealed just this week with the Biden administration's fiscal 2022 budget, includes about $6 trillion of spending, along with the Treasury Department's what's called Green Book. And what's really interesting, and I'm going to talk to you about two of them very, very quickly. The first one is a change to the capital gains tax rate that looks to now be taking effect to higher capital gain tax rates for certain income levels, taking effect retroactive back to April 28th. The second change, which is a surprise, is the repeal of the step up in basis. This is the 100th year anniversary of having this step up in basis in our tax code, right? So if you inherit an asset, instead of inheriting the basis of the person that left you the asset, at the time of their passing, it gets a new basis, and then it's stepped up to the current value, so it establishes a new basis. So if you then turned around and sold the asset, there'd be little to no tax, but yet you wouldn't be forced to sell the asset because no tax was triggered. This would require the taxes to be paid regardless of whether you sold the asset inherited or not. Folks, I think of clients, and I talk about them all the time, of different clients, like many of you watching this from all around this country. This is Debbie and Mark in their 60s. And they just said, look, we don't know the tax road of risk that the route we're traveling. And we want to figure out, but we've got a dilemma. We've got this great apartment complex we've owned for 23 years. It's got massive appreciation. We got all this added back depreciation, and we're staring at about a $600,000 tax liability before tax rates go up. And they were shocked to hear that the tax rates are looking to be now made retroactive, which means they're going to be triggered, which means their capital gain tax is going to go from basically 24% to 44%. But there's things that they learned how they could do. Not only did they learn how to offset the majority of all their capital gain tax exposure, which they're ecstatic over, but we were also able to get rid of all the rest of their IRAs and Roth convert them with zero tax, offsetting an enormous amount of capital gain unnecessary tax, as well as getting rid of the future higher tax risk to their required minimum distributions as they hit that 72 age and have to be taking money out of those accounts. Folks, you work hard for your money. Imagine less stress, less worry, less tax, less worry about losing your serious retirement savings to socialism, because they're coming, folks. These were just two new taxes revealed last week, at the end of last week, and more are coming. You've worked hard for your money. Go to retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com, and learn how to insulate yourself from unnecessary taxes. This article said this best. It said, depending on a taxpayer's specific circumstance, significant tax savings, which we see all the time, may be achieved by those who anticipate the expected changes and take steps now to take advantage of the existing provisions and rates. This alert addresses only a fraction of the tax changes expected to be enacted by this fall. Folks, the time to get your tax protection planning done is definitely as soon as possible in 2021. Retirementprotected.com, retirementprotected.com. Protect your serious retirement savings from socialism. You work hard for your money. Retirementprotected.com.